How to change your life in 1 year. Now, there has been a period in my life where I felt I wasn't doing enough. I felt like a passenger. I had a normal job, I had friends that I liked, but I knew I was meant for more. I had that fire inside me that led me to change things up. The problem was I didn't know my purpose, and in search for clarity, I decided to go outside of my comfort zone. I've always been into personal development, and in the midst of 2018, I was ready to write the next story chapters. At that time, I was just getting by as a shoe seller, which leads me to the first thing that I did to change my life in that year, and that is investing in my future. Although I didn't know my exact purpose, I knew that I had to somehow upgrade my skills because I was not willing to stay in that career. So I formulated a rough exit plan. First, I decided to take English classes in order to learn the language. Second, I decided to go on a commercial school in order to upgrade my career for the future. Both schools were very expensive. For context, as a shoe seller, I used to earn around 3,700 Swiss francs. That's about 4,000 US dollars. And both schools combined costed about $11,000. So I made the decision to drastically cut down my lifestyle expenses and all the other stupid ways of spending money in order to save up cash. Which leads me to the second idea that helped me change my life in that year, and that is negotiating with yourself. I knew I was heavily underpaid, and at that time I remember reading the books like 7 Habits of Highly Successful People and classics like How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I was learning about that stuff and I applied that stuff, and it was time for a change, and it was really uncomfortable, but I had to do it. So I went ahead to my old boss and negotiated a pay rise. I was really scared and had all those self-doubts, but I negotiated the pay rise successfully. On top of that, I demanded that I go to that commercial school and the English school. And we had about 2 to 3 meetings, and in the end, I got all the things that I wanted. And on top of that, I even negotiated to go part-time after 6 months. So after that massive win, my confidence was skyrocketing, and I quickly realized you have to negotiate what you accept in life. Otherwise, someone else will do it. So after that massive personal win, my confidence was skyrocketing, and I could really not believe that I got all the things that I demanded. Either you negotiate with yourself what you accept in life, or someone else will make that decision for you. And if you raise your standards, you get what you want more often than you think. So the third big thing that helped me change my life in that year is seeking discomfort. The motto in that year was clear. I had to go outside of my comfort zone. I was willing to change. So fast forward in that year, I managed to save up cash and I was ready to take some vacation. But the problem was I didn't find a date to go with my friends. So usually that would mean I delay my vacation until I found some friends that will go with me. But in that year, things were different. So instead of delaying my vacation, I decided to go on a solo travel. This was extremely uncomfortable for me, but one of my most transformational experiences in my life. There was a repeating pattern in that year where I still couldn't find time to go on a vacation with my friends. So my first solo travel was 2 weeks in Croatia. Then I went to London, and then I went to Serbia and Turkey by myself. So I learned so much about myself and other people. I met so many amazing people, but of course at times I felt very awkward. Eating dinner alone in a restaurant or going to the coffee shop without having someone to talk to. At times, of course, it was very uncomfortable. So that experience increased my confidence in myself even more. Because I always thought if you go solo travel, you're like a loser. No one really cares about you and you will find a hard time relating with people and actually meeting people. This experience shaped how I see the world. So after my travels, I was like in a bus and I was looking for more ways, more uncomfortable situations in order to grow, because I saw how insane the growth has been in that short period of time. So I decided to pick up Muay Thai. Getting punched in the face in the ring for the first time in my life was really an awkward experience. Getting in the ring with other males, although it was friendly, there's always something when 2 men are in the ring together. So it made me stronger physically as well as mentally. So the lesson here is get outside of your comfort zone if you want to change your life. Follow your curiosities and interests and be courageous enough to go even alone. Because the reality is this, being in the comfort zone for most of your time is not leading to growth and rewards in life. Talking about growth, I put together a very tactical step-by-step video on how you can improve your life right now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next month. So you want to watch this video next. As always, thank you if you found this video valuable. Let me know in the comment section below. I would appreciate a like, subscribe, and thank you for being a part of this community. And I see you in the next one.